Hello and welcome to another episode on the Cakecore SMP. I'm on the menu screen because I've not actually logged in yet, apart from for episode 1. Funny story about how I joined. I finished up my single. I didn't finish single player. Single player is not finished. I don't intend to just discard my James's Minecraft journal for good. You know, it's the option there is to go back. Whether I will go back or not is another matter, because I don't know what's going to happen in future. But ever since I finished the city, I took a bit of a break from survival, and I always had in mind to ask Patnat if I could join the Cakecore SMP, because he offered me the chance at the start of the summer, maybe even earlier, maybe it was like spring or whenever it got started. He asked me, and I said, I'm not. I just left Prolific. I might have been doing Flatlands at the time. And I was like, I'll just give it time. And here we are, like however many months later in October. And I am a member on the Cakecore SMP. So I'll speak more about that in a minute. Let's just log in. Nobody's logged in. It's not got the most members. It's only got about 6 members, I think. Alright, there we go. Managed to sort my frame rate. And so we are on the server here. It's turning night, it looks like. Yeah, it's turning night. That's kind of unfortunate. I need to find a bed. Once I find a bed, I will be able to... there's a bed at the city over here. Or not the city, the arena. Once I find a bed, I plan to explore a bit and go and find my own area. I've still got the steak, which is good. I really want to build on a mountain biome, an extreme hills biome, so we're going to go and find one of those. I'll explain why and what sort of a build I want to do. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. We're going to go and find a place to settle down. Hopefully an extreme hills biome, although no promises can be made. I don't know which way to start running. He said I could basically run whatever direction I want. I'll probably do it off camera. I kind of don't want to show off the chords to it, which I say that now, I'll probably give the chords away, but I'm just going to run off in a random direction. And we'll see where we end up. Alright, so I was just running through a biome. I forgot that this was large biomes. I forgot that large biomes was enabled. And that means that I'm going to have to walk further to find the place that I want to find. So I think what we're going to do, I kind of want to chop down one of these trees, one of these dark oak trees, and get maybe some saplings. But we'll chop down these 2, I guess. I don't want to chop down a huge amount, and I kind of want to replant, but at the same time, I'm not right next to base. I'm not right next to anyone else's base, so I think I should be okay. But yeah, let's just get our tools sorted. We should probably get the autocraft on because that is going to be pretty useful. But yeah, I just didn't plan to be travelling for that long. So yeah, we're going to have to factor that into our calculations. So for those that are wondering, I have known Patnat now for over a year. Back in 2016 there was a period where I was away. I was away from home for a length of time, and I left my brother Dolmo uploading videos and that. And it was around this time that Ultra Cakecore Season 1 happened, and I wasn't a part of it. A friend of mine at the time, Turtle Soup, well, he's still a friend, I've just not spoken to him in a while. He was a part of it. But unrelated to that, Patnat came to my channel and messaged me, or no, he commented on one of my videos saying that he wanted me to speak to me about joining, but unfortunately I wasn't there, so Dolma had to reply to him, and it was only after I got back that I received the invite, and I was able to join Ultra Cakecore, and that was when I met him, so that would have been about July 2016. It's funny how time flies. I've not spoken to him a lot. It's not like we've been on Discord or TS or Skype or whatever people use nowadays every week, but I know he's a cool guy, and the people that are part of Cakecore, they're all pretty cool, and I'm very, very happy to be a part of the Ultra Hardcore first and foremost, and just as delighted to be part of this. So I've been in and around the Cakecore community for a while. I'm not officially part of Cakecore. I believe Cakecore is made up of Owlton, Bombastic and Patnat. So while I'm not officially part of that, I am part of the round. I am part of the SMP now, And it's funny, I was speaking to Patna about this recently, but the recorded round, obviously he has aimed to make it like Minecraft, you know, with as little variation as possible. Obviously with game modes like Dragon Rush and Love at First Sight to make it a bit more interesting, but he's not like... It's as vanilla as possible, basically, beyond the occasional game modes for each season. And that doesn't just translate into game modes, but also into Outlook, because a lot of the members of Cakecore don't play ultra hardcore as much as like I do, for example, or as much as well, a lot of my subscribers play. I know most of my subscribers are avid PvPers and would play ultra hardcore daily, but for some of the people in Cakecore, they don't play UHC an awful lot, and ultra Cakecore's like their only time when they really do it. So from that point of view, it is very much like Minecraft. I mean, obviously, it's not going to stop me or anyone else in the round from practicing it, from playing in our free time or whatever. But it's just interesting to think about that there are people in the round like that, and I respect that, obviously, because it's a fun game. When I play too much of it, I can get very, very competitive. But it's nice to, you know, play it once in a while with people that are, you know, just in it for the fun. Which I must say, Sonic Joey's 1.12 games I've been playing lately, they've been very good. That's basically everything I've wanted ultra hardcore to be. Has been in Sonic Joey's games. So yeah, it's been good from that point of view. Hey, there we go, we got 4. Okay, 4 is all I need. Oh, there's 5, okay. All I needed was at least 4 saplings to regrow one of these trees, and hopefully get oh, there's another one here, and hopefully I'll be able to get more like a crop going. Unfortunately, that's a bad return because we got an oak sapling as well. It's 6 is a bad return because we chopped down potentially 8 saplings worth of logs there, so that's kind of a problem. So just for reference, I came across this swamp biome, and I actually have had another idea. I know I said I was going to do go to an Extreme Hills, but I think for a starter base it might be a good idea to build a witch farm. I don't believe anyone's done that yet. If they have, kudos to them, because I know it takes a bit of work. But I'm actually trying to find what am I trying to find? A witch hut at the minute, so I can set up in it, use that as my as the farm. Maybe even like a double witch hut would be nice. Oh, hey, look, there's one right over there. Okay then, that was pretty quick. And it's actually got a witch in it already, and I'm probably going to die if I don't run, so yeah. Thankfully I do have a bed. We'll tackle that witch in the morning. That is actually a really good one. It's right above the water, which means we might be able to get 3 layers onto it. 3 levels even. The one in my single player only has 2. The top one doesn't work for some reason, I think because it was like a hill it was on. Oh, that's not good. Slowness won't slow me down. Right, here we go. Should we use the axe? This could be a hilarious death. I have slept though. Sup. Come on. Oh, she poisoned herself. That's my Q-tip strike. There we go. Got her in the end. Firstly, I'm poisoned for 41 seconds, which is not good. But yeah, here we are. We have got our base, or well, the vicinity of our base. We've got a few animals around and about, and as you can see, it's mainly water, which is excellent because it means if we come to dig a perimeter, there will be no need to dig away much of the land. As I run out of food. I did get some pumpkins on the way, which is good. I got some slime, got some saplings that you saw me get. I think the mission should be to spend as little time as possible building this because, you know, the quicker we get it done, the better. Entity cramming is a thing. This farm will not require non-entity cramming rules, if you know what I mean. So we should be okay in that regard. We'll leave the bed there in case I somehow die and need to respawn. But I think first off, we're just going to get started building a bit of a farm, I reckon. Nothing too major. And there's plenty of lily pads around as well, which are very useful for certain builds, certain projects. I'm actually very happy with this. I was looking around for ages and I was wondering what sort of witch hut I would get, but that's a really good one. And the fact there was a witch in it suggests that it'll definitely work. And I know that sounds silly when I say that, but I'm always worried that I'll come across one that's, you know, a bit glitched or whatever, doesn't have the same sort of spawning rules as regular huts. But oh dear, I forgot to smelt the stuff up. But no, I'm very happy with this one. Now the thing is, I have run quite a ways away from spawn, which is good because it means, well, it's good because it means no one's likely to run across me. I'm not going to rule it out. You never know. With Elytra these days, you can travel very fast and very far. So, you know, I'm sure somebody will find this place eventually. But, like, it's not as if people are just going to be walking past every so often. Also, it means I'm going to be kind of dependent on myself. I'll have to resist the temptation of going to spawn to buy stuff. So I'll be on my own for the start. And yeah, that's good and well. Let's get the food out. We do have some bones. I must have got them on the first day. I do have stuff in my ender chest. As it happens, I do not have an ender chest here. So that's a tad unfortunate. Okay, so just done a bit of work. Adding a farm, getting some sheep in. We'll get the chickens later, once I can get hold of some iron to make a hopper. And yeah, I think everything is good. Let's actually use the sugarcane, or plant the sugarcane rather, so we can get some more. I have set my spawn, and now we're going to go and find a cave, because I need some materials. I need to find out what I need to make the witch farm. So I'll have to look online. I'm sure somebody's come up with something. The one I have in single player is not perfect either. Is that cave down there? I think at this rate I'll take anything. And we need to light up the cave as well, just in case it conflicts with the witch farm. We also need to pick up some mushrooms, because that's the only food source that I've got any real access to at this point. I could kill animals, but there's no knowing if I'll need them later. We've got a bit of a cave there. It looks very, very strange. We'll grab all those mushrooms and we can use zombie flesh. But this cave looks very strange. It looks like... yeah, oh, I don't know what this is. Who knows? Who knows? But we'll take advantage of that and we'll get some coal. I don't anticipate I'll make every... well, obviously every episode won't be a caving episode, but I don't anticipate I'll record every caving journey, just because it's not really... everyone sees caving. Like, if you've watched any RR, you'll have seen, no doubt, an hour or two of caving. So, nothing too spectacular. But as I said, my plans, which I've developed in my head, funnily enough, over the last few minutes, is basically we're going to try and build the witch farm, try and make it as good as possible, and then after that we'll go and build somewhere else. Now, to what extent we work on the witch farm, I don't know, because obviously it's going to take a long time. It's not going to be an overnight project. I don't have any materials whatsoever, so it's not like we can just finish it tomorrow. So, you know, I don't know when we'll move on, or if we'll move on before we finished it, or what. I did say that the SMP had very few members. I think Danster, Owlton, Patnat, Bombastic, 3D Spodders are the only current members. So there's not too many. Activity on the server isn't like super duper hyperactive, in the sense that there's not somebody on every 5 minutes, as you can see. I did speak to Patnat, and he assured me that he didn't plan to end it anytime soon, or more specifically, he didn't plan to end it because of activity. Basically what he said was, obviously everyone on the server isn't doing YouTube full time, so it's not a case of they have to make videos or they have to even play on the SMP. He agrees that occasionally if you play too much, you can get burnt out, and so he's willing to just leave it as it is to allow people the freedom to do what they want when they want. So it's not a case of forcing people to play on the SMP, upload, you know, however many videos a week, and then get burnt out, and that's it. So he's willing just to leave people as they are. There's a good vein of coal. It's funny, I found so much iron before I found any coal. And I'm happy with that setup. He says he's happy with the setup, so that's good. There's another mob over here. Oh, I'm aware I made tools before armor. Let's... oh, there's one coming behind me. We're going to have to deal with this guy. So, I mean, the fact that he's assured me it's not going to come down is good. I mean, obviously, you don't know what's going to happen in the long run. As far as he's concerned, it's going to stay up. So, that's why I'm happy enough to join this. Activity doesn't bother me an awful lot, because I was looking for potentially another survival series, not to replace single player, but just to give me something else to do while I was taking a break from it. Again, I know I keep saying I'm taking a break from survival, or single player anyway, but I don't know how long that'll last. I don't even know how long I'll play on this, who knows. Although I don't anticipate I'll get burnt out too soon, hopefully. If I pace myself, that can only be a good thing. But I've got ideas, which is the key when starting survival. You need to have ideas, you need to have a plan going forward. Let's actually smelt up the rest of this iron. You need to have a plan going forward just to make sure you're not just standing about. And I've got that, and I think I can contribute because I plan to make the witch farm and then obviously sell the items that I get at the spawn village. I don't think anyone else has made one of these, which is why I think it would be a good thing. Obviously, a lot of the materials you can get out of witch farms can be useful. You can get glass bottles, obviously good for potions. You can get spider eyes, redstone, glowstone, sticks, which may not seem good at first, but I really don't mind having an excess amount of sticks on single player. What else can you get? Spider eyes. I think I've covered everything. Gunpowder. Gunpowder is always useful. Loads of potion-based materials, which is very good. So, I'm happy to try and build this and hopefully provide people with it. And also, obviously, I hope to get to know some of the guys better. I teamed with Elton in Ultra Cakecore Season 4. I teamed with Danster in Season 3 and Season 2. So, I know some of them alright, and I know Spodders pretty well. So I'm hoping to get to know some of the guys better, and we'll see where it goes. I know I said towards the start of this year that I was burnt out of SMP. Today, obviously, things have changed. I'm burnt out of single player now. I've finished the city, so things change, attitudes change, and I'm happy to be doing SMP again. Also, another thing I want to mention is I've been trying out replay mod. I'm trying to get to grips with it. I'm still having issues, so I might ask for help at some point. But currently I've managed to install it, and I managed to kind of get it working as well as I can without any experience over it. So it's just a case of testing, trial and error, seeing what becomes of it. But I'm hoping to use that. Again, to what extent I use it I don't know, but who knows. Found a bit of a ravine here, which is quite useful. So have these guys. I feel like if I block this off, it's going to create havoc in the sense that it'll allow mobs to move about more than they would if I had just left it alone. It's not the biggest ravine, at least over here, which is kind of good. Ravines are annoying if you're trying to light up the area, which again, I'm not sure if I need to be doing or not. It's pretty substantial. There's a guy over here. A spawner would be nice. I'd take a spawner. Preferably a skeleton spawner, but honestly, anything will do. Looks like there's a bit of a lava pool down there, or a former lava pool that's now been obsidianized. So I'm just going to have a look, see what's there. Be nice to find some diamonds quickly, especially for an enchanting table. Admittedly, I could have used the community enchanting table at spawn, but as it happens, I have kind of moved away from there. So, yeah, that won't be happening. Let's see, can I make a safe way down? I know I've only got full iron, and therefore... Oh, hello. It's probably not the best idea to be fighting mobs head on. Oh, there's diamonds, nice. I was confident, but hey, that's enough for an enchanting table, which is nice. Celebration! Oh, it's 7, nice. That was a very good vein. No ore limiter here. Not that I've got a problem with ore limiter, but you know, there's no ore limiter in this SMP, so we should be finding a fair amount of diamonds. I don't usually use shields, but I don't usually use shields in single player, but it's kind of important to do it right now based on the fact that it is the start of the game and dying would be very counterproductive. I've died twice on the server, which you might have seen in the first episode, so I don't have like that duck to break. I'm just finding red mushrooms here, to be honest. There's none of the brown variety, which is really interesting. I mean, I assumed you would find brown underground, but apparently not. I'm out of brown mushrooms now, so I've only got like one piece of food left. I've made the diamond pickaxe. That's been making things go a lot quicker. I know I'm grabbing all the coal and all the iron, but I feel like if I don't grab it now, I'll have to come back for it another time. I'm running out of food. I don't have any brown mushrooms, and I've only got 4 zombie flesh, which, let's be honest, isn't really a food source. In fact, it makes you more hungry than you already were most of the time. So what we're going to have to do is head off. And I think what I'm going to do to end this episode is I'm going to try and get enchants. Hey, got some more diamonds, which is nice. I was about to head up because I do want to grab some. I do want to grab some obsidian before I leave for another portal and for an enchanting table. I don't plan to link my area up with the nether just yet, because, as I said, I do kind of want to keep this secret, at least for the beginning. Alright, just got the obsidian. It's time, I think, to head out. I'll come back here off camera. I think I've shown enough caving for today. We'll just head out this way, I guess. You know, I can't resist grabbing ores. It doesn't matter what ore it is. I just cannot resist grabbing it. I want to have the title of richest person on the server. Nah, I doubt I will get there anytime soon. Alright, so believe it or not, I actually died. My internet dropped. It was my internet, it wasn't the server. My internet dropped and I logged back in and it was the death message screen. I must have got ghosted by some zombies. So yeah, we're going to have to get my stuff back. I don't actually know where I was. Let's make another boat just in case. Oh dear, I'm really worried now. We've got less than 5 minutes to find it. I reckon it's over there. I mean, that's just a guess. Unfortunately with swamps, it's like it all looks the same, if you know what I mean. And I don't know where I like lagged out or anything. There's certainly... there's pumpkins. I remember seeing those. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that was close. That was too close. Let's get the armour on. So, not my fault, but at the same time, not the best outcome ever. And it does show me, like, I was kind of thinking, unfortunately I lost all my levels, but I was kind of thinking, oh dear, where's my base? I knew roughly where it was, but I didn't know exactly, so it was a blessing in disguise in the sense I can now confidently go and find my base. Alright, so here we are, home sweet home, as they say. I got a lot of coal blocks, so we shouldn't be needing coal anytime soon. The reason I got a lot of coal, again, was just so I didn't have to get it later. This is a West Coast server, I should add, which will impact on my ping. Not too bad, though. I used to play Ximius, and that was West Coast. Right, so let's make ourselves a hopper, and this is going to be the place where we collect chicken eggs, as I think they would be very, very useful. I guess we could just set up a small kind of place to do it, just somewhere temporary. Over here will do. We also need leather. I did see cows on my travels, but they were miles away, so there's no chance we're getting to them now. Right, there we go. Let's hope entity cramming is not going to affect this, but we'll get these chickens in. Don't know what the entity cramming rule is. Like, I don't know how many entities you need to have, or the maximum amount of entities you can have in an area. I think it's like 24 maybe. Okay, so we've got some of them in place, which is good. And I just forgot that we've got 13 bones, so we can actually grow some of this wheat and actually make some bread, which is very much needed because, as you can tell, I'm not doing very well with food at the minute. Ah, here we go, cows. I thought we'd have to walk further. Unfortunately, it's just turning night, and we're going to probably bring a herd of sheep with us as well, which is not ideal, but whatever. Let's just get them and get out. At least this time, if my internet goes out, it'll be blatantly obvious because all these guys will stop moving. You know, I don't really want passengers. I'm sorry, sheep. Sorry about this. But as it happens, as I said, I don't really fancy having passengers. Okay, so we've got all the cows in to the pen over there. It's not that big in terms of, well, space. I don't really have an awful lot of places to put them. We are going to kill one cow and hopefully get a piece of leather. If we don't, I'll be very sad. One piece of leather. Nope. Darn it. One piece of leather, please. Yep, we got it. It's right in there. And we can, in fact, build our first enchanting table. I was about to make, like, helmets and boots, or leggings and helmet, or something like that. I'm glad we waited. Right, so I was planning to save up leather and stuff for, like, level 30s and that. I am going to make one exception. I'm going to use a book for efficiency, because I do want to have unbreaking and efficiency on the enchanting table, on the pickaxe, I should say. So we're just going to enchant all our armour. Hopefully just get some good stuff. That'll do. We're looking for unbreaking. There we go. Finally we got it. Finally. Finally we got the unbreaking. Right. So it's lagging a wee bit, but I think that'll just be my connection. And there we go, that's what I wanted. Not that. That. Efficiency 1, unbreaking 1. I'm just going to leave all this stuff in the chest, I guess. And I'm just going to end the episode there. Big thank you to everyone who watched the first episode and this episode. I had no idea what this episode would bring, but I'm glad I've been inspired to a worthy cause, hopefully, for the server and for the good of everyone that comes on. And hopefully it'll be interesting. I'll try and make it as interesting as possible. I'll do my best to think about that over the coming days. But I will be doing a lot of camera, going to finish up caving in that area, planning the build, the witch farm build, and trying to gather a good supply of food. Until next time, thank you for watching. I will see you when I see you.